I mean, I mentioned somewhere that since the Queen has passed away, she might be the most famous woman in the world. Right? I knew her dad and her mom and good, solid people, and I'd met her when she was young.
Yep.
Back to Taylor Swift. The Taylor effect is real. Travis Kelce gained almost 900,000 new followers.
Kelce keeps getting better with time. Taylor can stay around all she wants.
The fumble and the turnover, the broadcast showed you having a heated exchange with Coach Reid.
So heated.
Secret love. During the first stages of their relationship, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce would sneak out to stadiums to meet up with one another. Dave Merritt, the defensive coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, disclosed that the worldwide pop sensation used to sneak around to watch Kelce play when they initially started dating last summer. Merritt said that the two of them had a romantic relationship. Merritt came to the realization that when she first began to come around, it was in a private setting. He divulged this information during an episode of The Sports Shop with Reese and K-Mac. She was coming into the stadiums without people really knowing until the camera put a big spotlight on it, he said. Swift, however, found it increasingly difficult to dodge the cameras as she continued to cheer on her lover from the stands after they made their relationship public to the public. Merritt, on the other hand, said that Swift actually affected the team in a positive way, despite the fact that NFL fans were hostile towards Swift. The fact that my player, who is also my brother, is happy next to me is something that not only helps me, but also motivates me, and as a result, Travis came in there as a different person. Therefore, she was of assistance to us, he remarked, referring to Swift's impact on their tight end. His next statement was as follows. There were a great number of individuals who were disapproving of the fact that she was being presented on the television that, you know what? As a result of your relationship with Travis, you are now a member of our family. Consequently, considering that you are our younger sister because you are a member of our family.
I mean, I mentioned somewhere that since the Queen has passed away, she might be the most famous woman in the world. Right? I knew her dad and her mom and good, solid people, and I'd met her when she was young.
Yep.
Back to Taylor Swift. The Taylor effect is real. Travis Kelce gained almost 900,000 new followers.
Kelce keeps getting better with time. Taylor can stay around all she wants.
Approval for romance. Coach Swelsey is the one in charge of the Kansas City Chiefs. As the connection between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift continues to develop, which has caused some football fans to express their disapproval, Andy Reid, Kelce's coach, has issued a statement expressing his approval of the relationship between his star player. During an appearance on Let's Go Sirius XM show, the coach, who has won 3 Super Bowls, disclosed that he had really met the international pop sensation a significant amount of time prior to Kelce beginning a relationship with her. When Reid was asked by his co-host Jim Gary about Swift's recent support for the Chiefs, he responded by saying, "Yeah, listen, she's been great on the job." He went on to say, he was someone I had known in the past from Philadelphia. Her father, Scott Swift, was a college football player at the University of Delaware. He was a huge admirer of the game and a terrific person. That's where I came across him and her. After that, Reid made a joke about how Kelce was apparently not very excited when she found out that Swift knew him. She informed him, "I am familiar with your coach." He laughed as he recalled the moment when he exclaimed, "Oh God, come on." "She is a very good female, and I couldn't be happier for Trav," he continued to exclaim. In response to the criticism that has been directed on the relationship that has been making headlines, Reid stated, "There has been no distraction that way at all. The situation has been handled appropriately by both Trav and she, and we are able to move forward with our lives." When Reid finally put an end to the turmoil, he stated unequivocally, "So it hasn't been a problem at all."
From the get-go, we knew this is going to be very, very wonderfully weird, and I'm so happy to have been a part of it.
Oh, I cannot believe that.
And this entire lover phase of my life, there's been no distraction from the music.
The fumble and the turnover, the broadcast showed you having a heated exchange with Coach Reid.
So heated. Our friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it.
Obsession with Taylor and Travis. Let's illustrate this. Since everything transpired, perhaps Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have been on your mind, and perhaps not in a negligible, transient way. Perhaps it's a large, all-encompassing way. Swelsey Trailer Tavis may occupy 90% of the space in your brain. This week, almost everyone developed a case of Travis Taylor fever after the pop sensation visited Kansas City on Sunday to support the Chiefs' star tight end and his mother. She gave a hearty cheer. Together they departed. As fans are aware, there has been some drama around this since Kelce claimed in July that he attended Swift's concert in Kansas City but was unable to give her a friendship bracelet containing his phone number. Up until last week, when he claimed to have thrown the ball in her court, rumors were quite quiet. And now here we are, with everyone buying into this classic American romance. Their compatibility is so great, even our astrologer is enamored with it. Football fans and Swifties alike couldn't help but laugh along with Taylor Swift during the Kansas City game with Travis Kelce's mother Donna. According to Today.com, psychologist Amber Prisbilla of Northwestern University's The Family Institute, the ease with which Swift interacts with her followers and her body language may have contributed to their first engagement. To see Swift conversing with someone's mom, in addition to going somewhere to express support, that indicates intimacy. That shows a bond in some capacity, adds Prisbilla. I believe that all of that adds to people's excitement and curiosity. Agape Match CEO Maria Avgetidis Pyrgiotakis, often known as Matchmaker Maria, released a TikTok video analyzing their exchange and what it implies about Kelce. Upon viewing this brief clip of them giggling together, I realized that everything made sense. She remarks in the TikTok, "She's just a nice woman, laughing with her future daughter-in-law. Yes, I think Taylor Swift will wed Travis, this nice woman's son, eventually." Author of romantic romance Alexa Martin views Kelce similarly. She states that being a top NFL player, Travis Kelce has an obvious romantic interest. Martin likened Kelce to the cinnamon roll heroes, or a leading man with a tender side, who frequently finds themselves at the center of her writings. Martin is married to a former NFL player. You're hitting people on the field, but afterward you're like, "I made her a friendship bracelet, and I really like her," Martin remarks. "It's just so sweet, delicate, and soft about Kelce, and you desire that for Swift, this woman with whom we have all grown up and experienced her relationships."
You know, she likes to cook, so she made the offensive lineman these homemade Pop-Tarts.
Oh. Wow.
Her dad played at Delaware and was a big football fan. And
Got a lot of people that care about Taylor, and for good reason. So it's just got to keep living and learning.
yeah, listen, she's been great. I knew her before from Philadelphia.
Actors, singers, and entertainers have historically been dated by Taylor Swift. She dated actor Joe Alwyn for 6 years before they apparently broke up in the spring, although their final long-term engagement was rather discreet compared to some of her other relationships, which were highly prominent. Swift described it as happiness without anyone else's input in her 2020 documentary, Miss Americana. Swift hasn't looked into athletes up to this point, at least not in public. She's doing it with audacious passion, too. According to Prisbilla, it almost seems like the person, the environment, and the behavior feel a little different than maybe her last relationship, which was, from what I understand, a lot more private for a lot longer. Matchmaker Maria says that the similarities in their ages, as well as their shared values, views, and lifestyles, are the main points of similarity in her TikTok research. It goes beyond their obvious compatibility, though. Pyrgiotakis claims that based on video of Swift at the game, Swift herself was obviously involved, as evidenced by her zeal for encouraging him and engaging with the action. Pyrgiatakis likened that conduct to that of other athletes' spouses. They're in it if you see some football wives. They have their man at the center. Yes, it's remarkably similar. I believe that certain people are distinctive in that they maintain a really stoic expression. I try not to display too much emotion. I'm not ready to commit fully, she remarked. Our girl Taylor always gives it her all. Both Travis Kelce, an 8-time Pro Bowler with 2 Super Bowl rings, and Taylor Swift, the 9th highest paid entertainer in the world, have already had enormous success in their respective careers. It's preferable if they are both successful just on different podiums, in Pyrgiatakis' opinion. She states, "What I see is a place where they are both high, gold medals on different podiums. Based on the interviews we've seen, it appears that each of them are built on self-assurance, so you have the chance to adore each other to no end."
That was the last thing Trav wanted to hear, that I knew her before him.
The latest status. Oh, spice it up. The latest status is I got to see her last week.
Back to Taylor Swift. The Taylor effect is real. Travis Kelce gained almost 900,000 new followers.
According to Pyrgiatakis, in certain professional circles, particularly those in the entertainment industry, sharing a place and a collaboration can be challenging when both parties are attempting to accomplish identical objectives. She continues, "Over time, the competition can result in resentment. This makes sense. It's as if Taylor is exempt from having to share the podium and can shine all by herself." Yes, Pyrgiatakis remarks, Travis gets to shine and doesn't have to share his podium. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.